let's figure it out. Canadian. Kevin O'Leary, Canadian. Is it, Robert, is that the key?
It is the key to being successful, being Canadian.
Why do you think that is?
Or marrying a Canadian if you're Australian.
Right. Okay. It's criticized earlier. Let's get right to it. You met Kim Johnson on Dancing with the Stars. From the time you first met her to walking down the aisle now, just a few weeks away.
Oh my goodness.
Did that enter your mind when you first met her?
Absolutely. I mean, I think America could see right away that she fell for me. She's not watching, I hope.
No, but I mean, come on. You're the luckiest man in the universe, and you're probably well aware of it.
Well, it was great. You know, you're on the show for 75 days out of 82. You really get to know somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend 10 hours a day together.
It's like speed dating. I mean, it forces you to spend time and intimate time together. I mean, you're,
cheek
to cheek, literally.
Wow, look at you guys.
That's what we think about.
But during those, 80 days, was it day 2, day 22? When did you think, oh my gosh, I feel this way, and this is going to happen?
Yeah, somewhere around halfway. I mean, at the beginning, you're just so scared to do that show. I mean, I was petrified. 15 million people watching live, 1,000 people in the audience. It's very scary. I mean, I was just so scared doing that show.
And did she make you feel less scared?
No. Then you had all that pressure. You're thinking, wow, what if I really mess this up? She's not going to want to go out with me.
Right, you got to impress her too.
I have to impress her. I have to impress America. It was great. It was a great experience.
And then I know that, some publication, I'm sure, has the exclusive, but high-profile marriages have a limited success rate. I guess is a fair thing to say.
What?
No,
we're going there.
No, but when famous people marry one another, I think that...
Thank goodness I'm not famous then.
Let's talk about the book. You don't have to be a shark creating your own success, and I think one thing that you point out here, which is such valuable advice, people do a rotten job when they're applying for jobs.
They do. 7 years of Shark Tank, one thing we've learned is people are deathly afraid of sales. They think you have to be a used car salesman, you have to be aggressive, you have to be cheesy, all that stuff. And what I try to do with this book is sales for the non-salesperson. Because if you can't master sales, you're going to have a hard time getting a job, getting a raise, meeting someone. I mean, I sold myself to Kim Johnson, for goodness sakes. That's how good a salesman I am.
Well, the thing that you talk about, and it's that old acronym, ABC, always be, and you say closing's the most important part.
Well, I think it's more, that's sales 1.0. Today, it's always be listening. Because customers don't want to be sold, they want to be educated. Nobody wants to buy from a pushy salesman.
So they want to be understood? What does being educated mean?
Well, they want to understand, is it the right fit? I'd rather sell the right thing to the right person than try to con somebody into a sale. Because today's sales is about long-term relationship. The internet has changed everything. Your customers can get information on whatever they want online.
Do you talk to salespeople about how to recover from a sale that doesn't go, if you are not able to close?
Yeah, the reason people are afraid of sales is the word no. Yeah. Rejection is very, very hard, and sales is very black and white. But if you can't get yourself around sales, you're never going to be successful. And I don't mean just in business, I mean in everything.
Now, you were saying that in terms of Shark Tank and this sort of portfolio of companies you've assembled, and I thought this was so interesting. Tipsy Elves, obviously the T-shirts and the sweaters, a huge success. Huge. You've had other successes, but you say it's the person way more than the idea.
It's always the person. A great entrepreneur can take a crappy business and make it great, and vice versa. It's always about how you execute. There is no such thing. People always say, oh, I wish I invented this great idea. And I'm always like, forget the idea. It's execution. McDonald's was started by Ray Kroc. There's a great movie coming out this summer. He didn't start McDonald's until the 50s. It wasn't the first hamburger franchise. Right. Kentucky Fried Chicken. He didn't invent the idea of frying chicken. It's all about execution.
So what is it about those people that end up being so successful? Do they have a thing that the rest of us don't?
Yes, they do. We talk about this in Shark Tank all the time at lunch. It's adaptability. Great people love what they do, number one, and they're very resilient. They take failure, they absorb it, and they just keep going. Most people get turned down and they stop. The reason most people aren't successful is they stop one day too soon.
Having said that, have you ever taken on a client or somebody, and then he comes in with I got this widget, but in the end he's so good, you guys move on to a different project because the widget didn't work? Yeah.
That's a great point. That's adaptability. When we invested in Tipsy Elves, they only did inappropriate, ugly Christmas sweaters, like Santa peeing in the snow, Merry Christmas. Today we do T-shirts for July 4th. We do all kinds of other things, St. Patrick's Day, everything.
You can meet Robert tonight at the Grove, book signing
Thank you.
of You Don't Have to Be a Shark, Creating Your Own Success. That'll take place, I should say, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at the Grove at the Barnes & Noble. All the information on the screen there. Congratulations on the upcoming wedding.
Yes.
When can we expect our invitations?
You didn't get them yet?
No.
Bachelor party and
The post office.
Thank you, and give our love to Kim.
Oh, thank you.
Coming up this